Welcome all to Raven's Call Hollow. It is Monday, where we do monthlies and designated minis. And today we're going to start off with our saving through the year from April's fresh start. And we are going to put $7 in to February, and that would be on this side. And that will put us at 20, 40, 50, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59 for our January, February envelope. And let's see, I think we'll do some pink since we got 4 blues on here. We'll fill in our last $7 with pink. And then we'll switch to green for March next Monday. There we go. And I've already marked myself. Anywho. And then this one, let's see. We'll go this way. Is March. And then we have April and May. And then you have June and July. And August and September, and then October and November, and then we have December and a bonus. And I've done $5 of the bonus, and then next month we will do that 5, probably next Monday. And then we would start on spring. And we flip this way, and we'll set that aside. And then for our monthlies, I do have the money that I need in here, accounting for some condensing, which would be that, because this will go in here, and then the money that's in there goes into other places within the envelope. And I made some dashboards finally, and then I decided to only put 2 months at a time in there, so I have all the rest of them in here. And my old note cards are the dividers between the sets, so that way they're still easy to access. And I figure we've got February and March in right now, and then when we pull February out, I'll put March and April in. So I do need to start with this one so that I can have this money for some of the other envelopes. And we are going to poke this in here, and then I will pull this out. And this is the set from Boss Babe Budgets, and it will save us $50, hence the reason I've got a 50 in there. We are finishing it up to date. And then next Monday we will start on March, which will be this one here. And then now we can go back over to this one. And this is my save the date. We've got February and March, and we're putting 28 in, which I have here, and I'm making a mess today, y'all. It's Monday. We're going to put that 28 in, and then I'm going to put that down before I go marking on myself again. And I'm going to put that in. go. Because I believe this is one of them that we can condense with that. Over there. Alright, sit you aside. We should have 70. I know we've got a 20 in here. And a 5. And then we've got 20, 40, 60, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70. So we're going to pull these 5 ones and that 5. Let's set them there and pull that 10. And then that one will be condensed. I wasn't able to go to the bank, so I was trying to use what I have on hand to make sure that these envelopes don't bust. Okay. And this one, I needed that 5 for that, because we have 7 left on February for this set. And this is from Budgeting with Kim and saves us 25. So there's our 7. Oh, I about lost my marker. And then we have March in behind it to be prepared for next week. And we've got our 7 here. There we go. And that should give us 25, which we can condense down with that 20 back there. 10, 15, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So that's 20. Pull that 5 out. Let me see. Now we got ones in the front. Sorry for my reach. I've got a little scattered there for a second. And that is our 25 going in for this one. Back up there. And then Christmas match is also coming from that over there. And it is supposed to be the 10. Because we are doing... Oh, I did grab them both. Okay. This one is from Becky Budgets. And we're doing... I had accounted for 10 so that we could go ahead and start on March. These are 2 apiece. So 2, 4, 6. Back up there. 8, 10. And that way we can start off March just that tad bit ahead. So we can actually put that one in front. We probably could have put them all in front. And I don't have a 50. Like, I only had the 150 to work with, so I can't condense that down, but that's okay. I can condense it when we move it to another envelope later. And this one, I believe we are starting on March. Yep, so we're starting on March. This one is from April's Fresh Start. And we are putting 5 in. And I would like to switch, come here, chasing the lid off. I would like to switch to the green for this one. And we're going to go ahead and take out those 5. There we go. Oh. And then we'll put this money with this one, and we'll probably move this one over to the other binder next week or at the end of March. One sec. Excuse me, sorry about that. I ended up with a coffin fit again. Had that happen last week too, so we got 5, 10, 20, 40. I think I have a 20. There we go. 5, 10, 20. Well, since I just condensed this one, that probably answers my question to myself. We will wait till the end of March to transfer that over to my A5 binder where that savings challenge is. And that is it for our monthlies. And now we have our minis, which actually I'm going to put these ones up because those will go towards my travel binder tomorrow. And then we have 4 5s and a 10 to condense with. Nope, we got more than that. We have 5 5s, 2 10s, and I need to scoot those back one more, and a 20 to condense with. But we have 20 and 1s for today for our minis. And we have a clip back here. There it is. So we are going to roll our D4 to tell us how many 1s each envelope will get, and we will go until we run out of money. Let's get in a 4. Three, 2, 3. 20 ain't gonna last long if we do 3s and 4s all the way through there. There we go. As much as I would like to get things finished for each envelope, I would also like to make it through all the envelopes. But now we're going to do all 1s. There we go. 2, 3, 4. I don't see why we can't just have a happy medium. Sorry if I just put my head all up in there. Maybe it's a 2 or a 3. Oh, going back to the other end. There's a 2. 1 for 1, 2 for 2. 3 left. And it wants 4. So we will put that on there and start with 3 next time. Yeah, I don't have a 1 over there to do that with. So we're going to pull back to 1, and it got 1. So we're going to do this pretty much like our Be My Know Me. We went through them, set it aside, and pull them out. This needs a 3. And this one we can do a 1 on. So we got 25, 50, 75, $1. And there we go. And then maybe Friday this one will get a $5 and we can do that. We'll see. We'll have to wait till Friday to find out, huh? There we go. This one's got $2 coming in. Okay, it's got a couple 2s on it, so we'll do that 2. That puts us at 7 for that one. Oh, this one is from Anna Banana Budgets. It's super cute. I occasionally like getting the scripture ones, the faith-based ones. Let me come back over here. And this one is from Kip and Lou. It was part of the Hogwarts, or Christmas at Hogwarts collab from November to December, somewhere in there. And I believe it's the last one in this binder that came over from when I did those. Of course, I didn't record those. That was before I started posting, but I enjoyed it. So here we go, and we got 3 coming into number 3. And this is from Saving with Ashley Corella, and I didn't come back and color those in. I don't have green on this one, so we'll set that aside. So what we'll do, we'll go ahead and color in these bases. There. And then we have 3, and these are 2 apiece. So we'll pull those, or not pull them, but put those 2 in and fill that one in. What's that put us at? 1, 2, 3, 4. And put that 5 there and do that. But we won't mark that one because we'll have to count it again before we pull it all the way anyway. So we can make sure our numbers are right then. Because chances are I won't remember that has a rollover right off the bat. Poke that back in there and bring our green back. Did 4 not get one? Y'all, I bet I skipped number 4, didn't I? Or no, we started on 5. Did we start on 5? I'll go back and watch, but nothing really I can do about it now because we've already distributed the money. Number 5 is getting 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. Let's see. And there's a 4 over here. And then I know I can condense because we've got a couple of 1s in there. At least 1 1. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 5, and then I think that's a 5 in there. That is a 5, so we're going to pull that and put the 10 in. And this way I can have my 5s and 1s for later this week. And this one is from Plan to Save Designs, and it's going to save us 60. And number 6 is getting $3. Oh, come on. And it only needs 1. I say I want to use the green marker, but here I am being particular about things. And these are 50 cents an acorn. So we're doing 2 of them, and it'll be alright. And there's the $1 for that. And we'll double check, make sure we got what we're supposed to. 8, 5, 6, 7, 8. Woohoo, we finished one. That's come out of number 6. I'll write it on there, but I don't know if it'll matter. I thought I had it designated to something already, but apparently not, and that's okay. I may just decide where it needs to be. And then I have a whole chunk of these. Let's see, what are we gonna do? What should we do? Kind of leaning towards the book ones, but I'm not sure. And I don't remember who all we have in here, so. Yeah, we're gonna do a book one. Because that's just how I'm feeling. I'm not going to bother putting those back in right now. But we can go ahead and do a 2 on here. And I know we have I know we have planned to save designs up front here. Now we're going to have a second one in. But it's okay, because they're pretty, and they're books, and I like them. And it's my binder. I do what I want. Alright, number 7's getting 1. Yeah, I cracked myself up. Haha. Alright. These are $1 a piece, so we can mark off 1. This is from Hey K Budgets, and it will save us $16. And I do remember that this envelope goes to Nala's knee surgery. Are you groaning back there? Yeah. She's all sprawled out back there. And she lays in the weirdest ways. Like her body is laying one way with her legs this way, but her neck is like this. That's how she sleeps. Either that or she's got her back feet curled up next to her head. We don't have a 1 on that one. And there's no 1 on this one, so that will be a rollover. And both of those are from Plan to Save Designs. Yo. Can you tell I like her stuff too? That's like the 3rd one in this binder now. And it is hers. Yeah, that just means I need some more. I need to go look for some more minis now. From other people. Just so that I can have more options. We got us a 1. So we fill that one in. And that is going to our Hawaii trip. Whenever the goal is next summer in 2027. So I've got time on it, but I mean, I'm impatient, so I would like to just go ahead and have the money set aside. So we gotta save it up a little at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 10 is getting 4. And since that was Hawaii trip, I know this one is Japan trip. What did I say? 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. Can we condense anything? We can. There's more in here. So there we go. Let's get this 4 on here first, though. Let's see. See if we can't pull in some of these 4s. 1. No. I was going to do it $1 a piece, but I calculated it up to be the number of the dice. So there we go. There's our 4 accounted for. And we've officially started that one. So we've started 3 at 3 different price levels. Next will end up being that one. I might as well just go ahead and poke it in there. I'll do it in that. There we go. Got $1 a piece, $2 to $3, $5 to $10. I use that one mostly on Fridays. That's where both of those 5s came from. And now we've started that one. And these will just be whenever this one's finished. Alright, let's condense. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There's another 5 in there. 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Alrighty, so I'm going to leave that 5 in there. And the 3 ones, so 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we'll plop that 10 in there. Like that. Put that back in order now. Alright. Put that back in there. I've started thinking about like theme names for the weekdays that I record, and I've been toying with Hot Mess Monday because I seem to always be a hot mess on Mondays when it comes to these things. I feel like I did better today though. We'll find out when I go back to watch the recording though, right? And edit, because I am going to speed up on a couple. Alrighty, that is it for our monthlies and minis for this week. And I will see y'all tomorrow morning with Be My Nomi. Bye.